Good day everyone, and welcome to the channel. This is going to be a video on manga, so if you're here for Warhammer stuff, this isn't probably going to be for you. But if you're interested anyway, please stay and listen to what I have to say about At That Time the Battle Began. Or rather, the ending of the manga. This ran for 22 chapters in DRADRA shops magazine by Fujubishobo. It was basically a story about 3 yanderes and some side characters. Now, it ended, in my opinion, before it got too long-winded and it played out the jokes in the whole yandere versus yandere storyline, or multiple yanderes, and the side characters actually became quite interesting because of their attachment to each other and their eventual marriage, and etc, etc. Now, the ending of the manga is probably one of the best I've read in a fairly long time. This didn't end when the protagonist and his love started dating. This didn't end when there was some sort of stupid long-winded battle arc that didn't stop and had a side story with the president or the headmaster of the school forgetting who he was and then ended up on some island and doing some really wacky things like prison school. This ended very nicely with the characters evolving in some ways, that the main character was actually in a relationship all the time, and the other yanderes that wanted to be with him just didn't have a chance because he was already in a relationship with the main yandere, which is really fun. In my opinion, this is more worthy of praise and respect than a lot of other mangas where they just drop out, or the mangaka just freaks out like gal cleaning. This is probably a manga that I will probably reread at some point, but it is one that I wanted to say that ended very well. Now, there is a few other mangas that have ended recently. I've not read all the way through them yet, but I just wanted to, bring up something that was good, ended well, had side characters that really paid off in the end, who had a relationship and ended up with children, and the main characters were together all the time. Perhaps there was symbology there, but in a lot of ways they were very cute together, and even though it's a yandere story and that's the core of the story, it still had a lot of other things which you can enjoy, the artwork, etc, and the side story between the two characters that end up with each other. It's very interesting because often stories will end when they're in a relationship, or they'll end on a damp squib, or they'll end and they're very bad, but I liked it. I like this ending and I just wanted to praise it. Now, this is by an artist called Tali, and normally Tali does other stories for other markets, but I really enjoyed this one, and I just wanted to, if you followed this channel, it's one that I talked about fairly often, especially when it started. There was like a few chapters released and it was going to get serialization. It did get serialized, only got serialized for once a month for 22 months, but you get what you get in sometimes in these manga, and in my opinion it's a really decent one. So that's really all I have to say about it, really. So yeah, thank you everyone for your time. I'm Trix. If you could like and subscribe this video, that really helps me out. If you can leave me a comment, that really helps me out. And next time I will be talking about another manga, and there is a game I want to talk about as well, a TTRPG that released a document that is 121 pages for a quick start guide, which is a lot of data. It also has like a side guide as well with some characters in it and some information. It's really good. Brings back a lot of memories, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. Thank you all. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.